Hey everybody, Mike Chiswick here for ChampCar, presented by RVA Graphics and Wraps. Sorry for the delay. Last weekend we had Road Atlanta. That'd be 9 days ago. Meant to sit down and do this last week. Things come up. I hit the road again. I was on the road last weekend in Northern Virginia. More about that later. But always want to come back and say thanks for a great weekend, everybody. We had our winner, Huggins Racing, in their E30. So BMW, first mark to win in 2018. All the people are going to complain, the BMWs. But hey, it ain't long before we're going to have Mazda and Honda and the Saabs, Porsche. They're going to show up on the winners list as well. So don't worry, give them time. We got plenty of races coming up. So it was a great event at Road Atlanta. I think it's the best one ever. Told you guys we were there that. Very pleased with the weekend. Couldn't have been happier. But I'm looking forward. Hopefully that continues throughout the rest of 2018, and we have many races like that this year. Anyway, as I mentioned, I was on the road again last weekend. Was up in Northern Virginia. My wife Andrea and Bill Strong and I took a trip up there and met with a homeschool group that has started a car program. They are teaching kids, young kids, we're talking middle school kids and early high school kids, about working on cars. And the vehicle, the tool to use to do this teaching is a race car. This team is building a BMW Z3, and the car will be driven by adults later on, but the students are the ones that build the car, and they're learning not just about the mechanics of it, but before every session starts, they actually have a classroom session learning about the science and math behind what they're going to be working on for the day. Really cool stuff. I hear that it's expanding in some other schools, some private schools, even universities are looking into this type of thing, and other kids are going to be involved in it. My wife and I, we homeschool our children, and this is so important to us that we're going to be starting a local homeschool auto team chapter here out of our own home in the near future. So hopefully some of the kids in the Central North Carolina area can come and learn about working on cars and see the fruits of their labor on a racetrack near them this season. This is something that ChampCar loves, wants to support. It's important to give back to the future of our hobby. And if we have kids that don't know anything about cars and not interested in cars, then who's going to race in the future? So, ChampCar supports this. That's why we were up there throwing our support behind them, doing anything we can to help them. And hopefully you guys have a passion for this kind of thing too, and you want to support these kids. Maybe something in your own neck of the woods, or maybe just you're getting rid of some old wheels, and these kids could use something like that. So if it's something that interests you, hit up myself or my wife or Bill, and we'll put you in touch with the right people and make something like this happen. Anyway, this weekend, heading out to California, flying to San Francisco Thursday. Matter of fact, Bill Strong is on a plane right now. He's going out and visit some family first before he does the work this weekend. But my wife and I will be out there and with the rest of the ChampCar team, and we've got 36 teams ready to race this weekend. Looking forward to that. Mike Morrison's running the show out there. Matter of fact, this morning he sent out his pit assignments and garage assignments. So check your inbox for that stuff. If you didn't get it, hit us up. We'll make sure that we send a direct copy to you. Don't want anybody to miss out on information. A lot of good information in there about when to arrive and where to park and things of that nature. So this weekend's race, the LineSpace Grand Prix, is obviously sponsored by LineSpace. You've heard us use this name before. You may ask, what is LineSpace? Who is LineSpace? This whole new look we have. We are ChampCar Endurance Series, and we've got our new logo. And you probably have noticed supplemental rules are different, and some of the other communications print items just have a different look and feel to them. Part is because I want us to look the same and operate the same coast to coast. We are one nationwide family of racers. But the other part of that was we needed a more advanced polished look. And for that, I met a gentleman from LineSpace named Max Beach. He races with us. He came to me and said, this is what we do. This is what we can offer ChampCar at the time. And so we talked, and I loved it, and we signed up, and it was, despite the cost, it was a bargain to me for what we got out of it. LineSpace works with companies to focus their brand image highlight it and really elevate it above the others in the industry. And I think they did a phenomenal job for us. They are obviously very experienced with what they do. They have clients from Kawasaki and University of Southern California, Ford. They've worked for those companies to do things, not necessarily rebrand the whole company, but on perhaps a marketing campaign for a new car that was coming out, or for a new building or a program at a college university level. They do all sorts of things. So if you are a business owner and you've got the nuts and bolts down of what you're doing, but you feel something's missing, like you just look a little bit plain, and you'd like to elevate the look and feel of your brand, give the guys at Line Space a call. They will certainly be able to help you out. And if you're just kind of curious what they have at a race, stop by and ask. Those guys, they race with us. They run a Dodge Neon out there. So good guys to talk to. Hit them up, ask some questions. You never know what they can come up with. But anyway, they'll be there. They're there this weekend. They are the ones who are sponsoring our Line Space Grand Prix at Sonoma Raceway this weekend. Well, guys, I have much to do, much to accomplish in the last few days I'm here before I hit the plane. So I'm going to take off. Guys, it's been good talking to you. Any questions, email me, info@champcar.org. Otherwise, we will see you at the track. Thanks. Bye.